Wagwan fam. It's me, your girl Jônelle representing. Okay. Anyways. Oh, babe. Oh, babe. Anyways. Ooh, baby, when I first saw you, it was like a dream come true. Instantly, I could tell that, baby, you're the one. You're the one. He said, hey, can I buy you a drink? Boy, what do you think? Give me a vodka cranberry with some ice. Bartender vodka on the double. This boy like to give himself trouble. Now he got me dancing all through the night. Baby, don't you dare. I can see the way that you stare. You want me to fall in love. Every little step we take, I know my little heart won't break. I fall deeper in love with you. The more and more we groove. Ooh, every little step we take, I know my little heart won't break. I fall deeper in love with you. Oh, with you. Every step we take, every shake we shake. The more we groove. Every step we take, every shake we shake. Now this is how the story began of how I met my best friend. I saw him when he saw me and he started to grin. He walked over, pulled me in, said, baby, let me tell you something. With a style like that and a smile so sweet, can we be more than friends? Gal, your body good and you so damn proper. Looked all around and seen no gal hotter. Waist and thin, but your body is fat. Them no stand a chance at all, no. Every little step we take, I know my little heart won't break. I fall deeper in love with you. The more and more we groove. Ooh, every little step we take, I know my little heart won't break. I fall deeper in love with you. With you, baby. Every little step we take, I know my little heart won't break. I fall deeper in love with you. The more and more we groove. Ooh, every little step we take, I know my little heart won't break. I fall deeper in love with you. Every step we take, every shake we shake. Every step we take, every shake we shake. Gal, your body good and you so damn proper. Looked all around and seen no gal hotter. Waist and thin, but your body is fat. Them no stand a chance at all, no. Every little step we take, I know my little heart won't break. I fall deeper in love with you. The more and more we groove. Ooh, every little step we take, I know my little heart won't break. I fall deeper in love with you. I know you got my heart, baby. I know, 'cause I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your eyes. Ooh, I know my heart won't break. I know every time we shake. Ooh, every little step we take, know my little heart won't break. Every little step we take, deeper in love with you.
Peace, family. Welcome to another episode of Vibe Freaks Ebb and Flow. This episode is featuring the one and only Jônelle.
Wagwan fam.
Jônelle is a reggae songstress and femc coming at you live from Van City. But she hails from Toronto, Jamaican roots. You were born in Jamaica, yeah?
No.
No? Oh, I don't know.
Oh
This
my
is why
God.
we do an interview. We got to find out about Jônelle.
No, I was
Alright.
born in Brampton actually, but it's just kind of easier to say, you know, Toronto because people know where that is.
Yeah. Well, you got that Toronto vibe though, too.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So we're coming at you from Idio recording studio as always. We got Job Mixdowns in the house and Jake the Jeweler. We got Rod Nazal, who is also doing all the lighting and videography up in here. And we have Javier Escobar, who does all the editing back in Sweden. Peace out, Javier. Yeah. And we're missing our houseplant. Skszwx.
Oh,
Skszwx
I was
sound.
like, what? You have a
Okay, we're
cactus?
missing a houseplant. So Skszwx has been vibing out with us on the couch since the first episode.
Oh, nice.
All right. But she had to shoot a music video today.
Sick.
So,
well, I mean,
so she couldn't be here,
okay.
but she's here in spirit. And y'all go check out Sgsmåþ Sound on Instagram and Spotify and any and everywhere. She's a wonderful violinist, and she's going to be releasing a track with some artists in Tanzania. So that's what she's doing the music video for.
Yeah, I actually heard one of the songs is pretty good. Good.
Yeah. Which song did you?
I don't know the name, but it was just the instrumental, and she played the violin to it, and I was like, yo.
Yeah,
it's
she's
a
super
vibe.
soulful. She's super soulful. Well, we're gonna talk about you because
Okay.
we're gonna do a show with Sgsmåþ in the near future. Well, let's talk about Jônelle. So when I met Jônelle, I met her through LT Irieand, who is a really dope producer in Van City, and also like the best dance hall reggae DJ that I know of. Like, I mean, he always gets me dancing consistently. Okay, consistently. Yeah, LT is amazing. So he invited me to this little studio, like, you know, just chill sesh. And that's where I met Jônelle. And then Jônelle, you know, she was feeling her shit. She was getting in the vibe, getting in the groove. And then she did a couple freestyles, which I end up posting on my Instagram. And I was like, wow, who is this girl? And she's wonderful. Like, and not only was she talented, but like, her aura, like her energy just shine through everything. And yeah, I just want to introduce y'all to Jônelle. Hey. Woo! Round of applause. All right, Jônelle. So how did you get into music? Like, you're so fucking talented, and I see you have like a wide range of different styles that you fuse together.
My first memories of like performing were in like the first and second grade. You know, growing up with my friends, we used to like have little singing competitions. We used to like just put on little concerts or like sing, you know, like during recess time, make up little dance routines, you know. So I remember doing that. Mariah Carey was one of the artists that we used to really love to sing.
Yeah, and her vocals are serious.
Very serious, right? Serious. So those are like my first memories. I actually didn't tell anybody in my family that I could sing because I didn't know.
You were just
having fun,
yeah.
You know, and nobody even said like, oh my God, like, you know, they were just like, Jônelle, you sing. They would always ask me to sing the thong song. And I would always sing that song, but it wasn't until like they asked me to sing at church that my mom actually found out that I could sing. And that's actually when I felt like, oh, I can sing, you know, like when my mom said it, that's what I was like, okay, yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to mama. Okay, so because you have such a wide range, obviously we know church now is an influence of Mariah Carey, but who else are some of your major influences?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so like low key, I feel like Jasmine Sullivan raised me.
You know what? Listen, let me tell you, and I'm going to say me and Shalita have had this conversation multiple times about Jasmine Sullivan, how underrated she is.
Underrated, fam. She's only just now because of like TikTok, that challenge that she put on, that she's just now getting the ratings.
Her runs,
she's still not even really getting the ratings that she deserves too tough, because yo.
Jasmine Sullivan.
I'm telling you, I feel like Jasmine taught me how to sing. I used to sing her songs all day until I got them. Like, and I feel like even now still I can, because she's so different, you know. But when I was struggling with depression, Sgsmåþkৱx was somebody who I really like to listen to. I remember I would just like lay in the bathtub with the shower on, like falling on me, and I would just be like, skanking sweet.
I do that when I'm depressed or not.
Yeah, so I was so depressed.
But
yeah, I feel like Småþkৱx definitely kept me like, you know, centered. And then, you know, you have your Buju Banton, your Beanie Man, Elephant Man, and me growing up in church, I have Sister Marvia Providence, I have George Banton, I have the Grace Thrillers, you know. So I have a different taste of everything, you know what I'm saying? And then my dad wasn't in the church, so I was getting the dance hall and the reggae and the conscious music, so I was listening to like
all of that.
Inna the road, who that down there, inna the road. That's Chesedek, you know. So I have that conscious vibe to me too. You know what I'm saying? So from those influences there, but I have a little bit of everything. Yeah,
like a lot of people, we want to know like what's your genre of music, but nowadays it's like there's so many different genres and so many different influences. Like people are creating their own new genres nowadays.
For sure. I was even saying to you guys earlier, like I feel like I need to make my own box or my own category, because
it's the Jônelle box,
right? Like I don't know, like people ask me all the time, like what kind of music do you make? I sing reggae music, so I'll say I'm a reggae singer, but I don't want to limit myself to just reggae music, because I didn't grow up just singing reggae music. You know?
Yeah, and you were performing a song earlier, every little step, little step, and obviously, when you hear every little step, it reminds you of the 90s music, but it actually gave that like 90s love feel,
right?
Which I mean, they just don't make
I'm
anymore.
I'm super proud of that song.
It's so good. I love it. It made me feel so warm inside. I felt like I was in high school again.
That's good.
Yeah, it was so nice.
That's so good.
I love it.
Thank you.
So, who are some of your favorite artists in Vancouver or in Toronto, even? Jamaica? But
I actually really like Skszwməthkվəy. I didn't know that he was from Brampton, or he was living in Brampton.
And he lives here?
No, he's in Toronto.
Oh, he's still in Toronto.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as far as I know, I don't know much about people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying.
But, I don't know where you live.
But yeah, so Skszwməthkվəy, I know that he has been a Juno award winner a few times. So Julie Black, I remember her.
Yeah.
Cardinal Official.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Who was just here for Afomag.
And I missed him. I was
so good. A lot of people missed it. I don't think a lot of people knew that shit was going on.
Yo, fam, if I knew that he was there, I would have been there.
No disrespect to Afomag, but I'm just saying, promote your event next time, all right?
Fam, yo, if I had known, I was supposed to actually perform, but I actually didn't get, I wasn't able to. So, yeah. I would have loved to have seen Cardinal. I've seen him live before, and his energy is unmatched. Unmatched. He's so good.
Yeah,
we were palancing. We were doing everything. This guy had us. We were partying.
Yeah. What about the Vancouver artists? Like, who are some of your favorites out here?
So I know DK.
I don't know DK.
Yeah. So that's a good. He's a rapper.
You'll have to put me on to DK. All right.
Tugstar.
Yes, Tugstar. Yeah. Tugstar was on episode 3.
Yeah.
3 with Thiago.
Yeah, I don't really know like very many people, because I'm like, not to say that I'm super new to Vancouver. You know what I'm saying? I've been here 6 years, but I don't really I'm not like super social. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just now getting into the crowd.
Yeah.
But there's some people that I follow on Instagram that I think are pretty cool. You know, I don't really want to call anybody's name. I don't want to say anybody's name wrong.
Right.
But I know DK personally, and I've heard his music, and he's very, very talented for sure. And Tugstar is another one who's out there that's pretty good.
Super dope.
I've heard some artists out here that I thought were like, this city's a sleeper for sure. There's so much talent out here. I've only heard
you've said it.
really good people, you know. So I want to just you know give everybody their little ratings.
It's true about Vancouver, and I don't want to diss Vancouver, because like I mean, I've had some of the best moments of my life thus far, you know, in Vancouver, and there's incredible talent. I just find like the support here is lacking massive.
Sure.
They have no
Fix up.
Yo, Vancouver, stop sleeping on these people.
Like, can you relax? Lighten up, bro. Like, it's all good. It's all good. I remember one time I was singing Every Little Step, and my sister was telling me how this couple, they were walking by, and then they stopped and started dancing with each other. I was like, you know, good. That's my intention.
That's
you know,
what
I
you
have
want.
really, I'm very intentional. I want people to be affected some way, somehow, by like everything that I do.
Yeah.
Even if it is as simple as you just enjoying my music while you're walking by, like you don't even have to stay for the whole show, but that makes me feel good, you know, because I'm like,
somebody's
that's
enjoying
successful
it.
to me. I don't have to have a whole like crazy reaction. You know what I'm saying? I just love to perform, and I just love to see people appreciate, you know, the time that you spend to put in.
And your vibe attracts your tribe. Let me just tell you that. Your vibe attracts your tribe. All right, so what do you have coming up, music-wise? Any shows, any new releases? What's up?
So good. Everybody should know by now, based on what I post on social media, you know what I'm saying? That So Good is coming out very soon. It's almost done, you know? Just putting a little finishing touches here, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
And then it's ready to go. I have a show at the Guilt & Co. coming up in October, at the end of October.
Guilt & Co. Classic. You know what? A lot of people, like, they always want to get on the Guilt & Co. stage. And it's hard. It's not easy for everyone to get on the Guilt & Co.
grateful.
stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessie. Yes, that's another, that's another Vancouver
Jessie.
artist. I actually wanted to say that because she has this song that I absolutely love.
Yeah.
Everything is fine. Tell me that it's true love, baby. Good song. When I think of you. Woo! Big song.
All
So
right.
yes, I wanted to sing that, but then I lost my train of thought. Anyways, but yeah, so Guilt & Co. is coming up end of October. But as far as that goes, you know, with the current circumstances that we're all, you know, living under.
Yeah.
A lot of our shows were canceled, so.
Yeah. So about that.
About that.
I'm having a little issue, but we're not gonna.
We're not gonna go there because that's why I don't want them to block my life.
I'm just gonna
say
say
we're gonna keep it. So we're gonna keep it high vibrational today.
This is a question that's like there's a couple questions I typically ask. So like, we started this show during the whole lockdown, pandemic, whatever.
Yeah, I actually wrote "Everybody Needs Love" and produced "Everybody Needs Love" during the lockdown.
We need it.
Yeah,
we need it. Yeah.
Yo, I just felt like,
and that song's beautiful. I love it.
I wrote that song basically just illustrating everything that I was going through. Like, I feel like the best stories are true stories.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how to pretend like I don't know how to do it at all. I try, but I can't do it. So I just have to be real, you know? And I really love that song.
Yeah, I love it too.
I really love that song.
How did all of this world change affect you?
It actually affected me in like the best way it could have. I definitely used this situation to my benefit because I needed some time to myself. Yes. And I couldn't afford to take the time off work.
Yeah.
And I remember the first like few months I spent in meditation. I didn't really create anything, to be honest.
We got one for the blooper reel. I just spilled on myself.
Oh my gosh.
Blooper reel. Okay, wait. I might have a tissue in this amazing jacket, by the way, y'all. I had a boo-boo. I spilled on myself. So this is an opportunity for me to put the jacket on. This amazing coat, denim coat, hand painted by Mirrors and Masks Studio on Instagram. Okay, you can buy your own jacket or get him to pick it out. But you can place your custom orders. So this is one that he did. And this is another one that he did. Here, let me show this.
You guys want me to put it on like and stand up and like model it for you?
It's okay. We'll just show it right here. Here, you just hold that other arm. Hold it open so we can show the people the boondocks. All right. So you can place your custom order whenever you want. Okay. But yeah, they're amazing jackets, and I'm gonna get a couple made myself. And let me put this shit on because I spilled on my titty. Anyways, we were talking about
the whole pandemic situation.
Yeah, we were talking about how it affected you.
I actually remember my friend reached out to me and asked if I wanted to join a 30-day meditation with her. And at that time, I was over 200 pounds and I was really depressed. And I remember I made a lot of decisions, like, you know, like really fast. But I knew that I was gonna follow through. And when she asked me, I was like perfect timing, cause like, you know, this is like where I'm at.
Yeah.
So I remember I spent the 30 days. I would wake up every morning, and I would go to the track, and I would do the meditation, and I would do the journaling, and then I would go do a workout, and then I would come home and I would stretch, and if I wanted to do some shadow work, I would do that. Like, it would depend, you know.
Yeah.
And I lost the majority of the weight. Like, I'm right now, like I said, I was like over 200 pounds. Right now I lost like maybe like over 35 pounds. But I lost most of that within those 30 days.
Yeah.
And I promise you, I never ran more than 100 meters. I never worked hard.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to do it for the enjoyment, because I love to run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I realized the more that I would dig deeper and find out stuff about myself and the things I needed to let go, I would wake up in the morning and it looked literally like I lost 10 pounds.
Well,
and it was like an overnight thing.
So listen, okay, and a shameless plug right now, because like I'm not plugging myself, I'm plugging my friend K-Riz, who just released an album, and there's a song on there called The Weight, and I was just thinking about it, because a lot of the times the extra weight we're carrying on our body is shit that we actually need to release on the external. And when you don't have the fucking time, and then running on a fucking Vancouver hamster wheel, it's impossible. You could be running as fast as you can, but you're not getting anywhere.
Nowhere.
You're just running in a circle.
Because you're stuck in the routine, you know, because you have to get up every day and go to work, because you have to figure out how you're going to survive. And we don't even realize that that is trauma in itself, because there is no reason why us as humans should figure out why we need to, how we're going to survive, when the animals who we classify as lower than us, they don't need to figure it out. You know, they already know.
Yes, and we are animals.
What they're going to do, you know what I'm saying? We are of this.
We're so desensitized
of this whole universe
to ourselves and Earth. It's sad. And coming off that hamster wheel, when you actually have the time to do what your soul has been yearning to do. We were not put here to get up, make some fucking high carb, high sugar breakfast, eat that, go to work.
I don't even believe we're supposed to eat breakfast.
No, you're not supposed to. Break fast is literally breaking your fast. And so that means you're supposed to be fasting every day.
And in the morning, that's the time that I take to fast. And that's another thing that I did during the 30 days too. I fasted. And honestly, if you want a spiritual awakening, fast. Because you are really sensitive, you can feel everything. You know, you're more susceptible when you make that sacrifice.
Also, when you do mushrooms.
And when you do shrooms. Oh, don't even get me started on the shrooms. The shrooms. But the fasting was like the first thing I did, because I wanted to do a lot of research before I stepped into the mushrooms. The mushrooms came after the fact for me. I had like an enlightenment moment of enlightenment, and then things started happening naturally, organically. Things started to come like I know we go to school to learn, but life taught me so much naturally, just every day. Whether it was intuitively or whether it was I saw something and it was like it just made sense. Like, you know, it was just
life is your biggest teacher. That's where
I learned a lot about myself during that time.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm just gonna say another person to talk about if you want to know about the magic of mushrooms. Shalita, again, that's twice I named her up in here. Yo, Shalita.
Shalita.
Yo, if I ever got lost in a forest, I would watch Shalita by my side.
If I'm lost in a forest, especially in Vancouver with the bears, I'm out of here.
Shalita and Skszwx, I need them. Yeah.
Well, Skszwx seems like she's so chill all the time.
Oh, yeah, always.
Like she's mellow.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
very down to earth. Grounded. Yeah, grounded.
Yeah, I like that.
Grounded, fiery girl, love her. So let's talk about alignment.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on alignment? Like, you and I have had some conversations about stepping out of a place where you shouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the times our ego wants us to stay, or maybe our heart even, you know, sometimes
emotions.
Yeah, sometimes a lot of us, we act out of like a place of brokenness, right? And we hold on to something that is not actually serving us.
Exactly.
And when we let go of that and let go of the ego and just literally be still.
Sometimes though,
We fall
Like,
into alignment. Yeah, tell me.
Ego is hard for me to understand. I still don't get it, so I won't really speak much on the ego. But one thing I learned in my experience is that I knew the whole entire time. And if I had just followed my intuition, I wouldn't have been in the situation that I was in. So for me, the hardest thing for me to do was to, one, forgive myself for always knowing and not knowing better or doing better. And two, for not trusting my intuition first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was the hardest thing for me to learn, trusting my intuition first. And so now when I go forward, I always go with how I feel. And sometimes I'm struggling. Even recently, I'm struggling, and sometimes I need people to prove me wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know you're no good for me, but something has to happen for me to confirm.
But that's the ego speaking. That's that fucking ego. That ego.
So I like to. So the loving part of me, you know, wants to find that balance. You know, but sometimes things are just to come to teach you, so you learn that lesson. That's just so that you don't attract those things to us, because we are magnetic, you know. We are our thoughts, and then our thoughts become our character, and then our character becomes our life.
Your thoughts become your things, and your words become reality.
Exactly. So you know, you have to be careful. So yeah, man, when you feel that thing in your gut, trust it. Trust me.
Oh, facts.
Trust me, because there's a lot of times where I'm like, I knew the whole time. I knew from the moment I saw you, from me see your face, me know. Yeah. But, you know, you just have to go through that so you learn to love yourself better.
That's just it. And it's not even a bad thing. It's
not.
That's part of the journey.
I'm not even mad that I went through certain things. I'm grateful because I look at the person that I am today, and the fact that I'm still able to love in spite of everything that I've been through and the people that have hurt me. I'm still able to show love, and I'm still able to produce music that I'm proud of. And I have connections now from people around the world that I have never touched physically, but I feel very connected to, you know, like I'm grateful because this taught me how to attract those sorts of connections, you know. And if I didn't go through that, I would be stuck in that same cycle. And every year I remember I would ask myself, but what is wagwan? Every year I find myself in the same place. What is going on? You know? And it wasn't until I remember I remember after work one day I stood at the end of the alley. And I remember it was like lit. It was like this long alley to the bus stop. And I remember I just stood there at the top and I'm like, yo, this is the last day. I'm going to be depressed, bro. Last day. And so I had to go through those things so I can be in alignment to my dream life. Because in my head, I thought that because of the trauma I received, this was love. But when I thought about it, do I really want this kind of love? You know what I'm saying? But this is the love I remember getting from, you know, the traumas that I received. Right? But then when you recognize those things and you become aware of those things, then you can definitely work on bettering those relationships with yourself. Because the trauma is not even in the situation, you know. The trauma is the denial. When you deny yourself, when you have to make yourself small to fit in a space, you know.
But also forgive and have empathy, but like there's a difference. Like I think some people think empathy is accepting people, not only accepting people for who they are, but like trying to show them love and coddle them. That's not empathy to me. Empathy is noticing a toxic person without ever speaking a word to them, but still sending them love and not ever having to do anything with them. That's the thing. You don't, and you shouldn't, honestly, because people are energy vampires
for real, yo.
And everybody needs love, but
I used to always feel
don't ever sacrifice yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Am I tripping? Like, am I crazy for feeling like somebody is a hater? But no, fam, trust that. I promise you, 10 times, maybe 9 times out of 10, if you feel like somebody's a hater, they're probably a hater. I promise. It's not in your head, because vibes and energy, is real. I've had friends who I really had friends, like I really thought they were my friends, and I tried to make it work with them.
You never have to try if it's real. That's
what I'm saying. And I couldn't figure out, like, what was I doing to this person that like, I feel like they hate me, and I'm supposed to call this person like my bro. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, when I cut that person off, I found that I was able to lose a lot of anxieties, and like a lot of things that I was insecure about, they shed away.
Yeah, they do.
You know, they just
literally
leave. Like, I don't even care.
It's like a weight off of your shoulders.
It's like,
yeah.
And I
literally and figuratively.
And even with family members, I even say to myself, like, why do I even care what you think? I don't even believe you're a good person. You know, so it just becomes easier to just cut bad people off.
It is.
So the more you learn, the more,
I mean, some people call me cold-hearted, but I'm just like, listen, bitch. If you suck in my energy, that is something else that I could be putting that towards.
People call you cold-hearted because they don't like your reaction to their bullshit.
Yeah, your reaction.
And you cannot tell me how to feel about how you made me feel.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to feel bad if you made me feel bad.
And at the same time, you're never responsible for how you made someone else feel.
You're not.
Ever. Even if you're trying to be a dick. Okay, don't try to be a dick. But like, at the end of the day, how you feel is always only your responsibility. Yeah, exactly. Nobody else's. And I know it's easier said than done because people have like, some severe trauma from suffered by other people. But like, no matter how hard it is and how dark it can get, it's still always a choice. It's still always a choice. It's a very difficult and disgusting, almost damn near impossible choice, but it is a choice.
You always know. So make sure that when you have that feeling, like, you know that you trust that. Because how can you trust anybody if you don't trust yourself first? And like, I had to recognize that a lot of the patterns I was repeating was because I don't really trust myself. So I'm needing these validations from people outside of myself, right, to help me confirm if I'm making the right or wrong choice. But I really already know what's right or wrong for me. You know what I'm saying? I can feel it. So that's what I need to listen to.
And listen, like, words are powerful too. So just be careful how you're using your words, people. All right. So we're gonna move on. All right. So what is your goal and your vision for life? Your life or life in general?
I just want to be free. Like, you know, I just want to be free. I see myself being so just abundant and as vast and as general as abundant sounds. That's how I want to live, because I just want to go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely, like, yes, I'm making music and I love to make music, but I know that I have no attachment to, you know, no permanent attachment to the things that I create. I create them and I let them go and I let them do what they're supposed to do. And wherever music takes me, I'm here for the ride. You know, like I used to run for Canada and I got to see Italy. I got to see parts of the USA. And I'm grateful for those experiences. I got to meet some great people who have done some great things, you know. And so I hope that music will do the same thing for me, you know.
I think it will.
Yeah.
I think it will.
I've already met some pretty cool people.
And your energy shines through. So I mean, that you've already like conquered a big chunk of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, thank you.
The energy.
I appreciate that.
Oh no, thank you for your talent, girl. Okay. Tell me about a time that you overcame adversity. This is a question I like to ask a lot of people, but it says a lot.
A time I overcame adversity. I overcome adversity every day because my mind is a very hard competitor. You know what I'm saying? So every day I have to overcome adversity of the mind, making sure that I am better than the person I was the day before. So every day. But there was a time where I was running track and field, and I always was bigger than my competitors in my eyes. And because I would always receive the message of, you need to lose weight, you know, I would take offense because I was a young girl. Obviously, I don't want to feel like I'm fat, especially as an athlete, you know. And, you know, I was new to the sport too, so I remember I went to this track meet and Usain Bolt was invited, and I was super excited to be competing at at such stage such a stage, so
Usain Bolt's huge.
They announced that I had come second, and when I then like that weekend I had another track meet that my coach didn't think I was necessarily prepared for, and he didn't actually put me into the meet. And I remember my mom was like, sign her up. She's like, you want to run? I'm like, yes. And she was like, Mrs. Sign her up for the 100. And then he was like, I don't remember what happened to the 200, but I didn't end up getting to go into the 200. But anyway, mom is like, right, but if she want to run, like you think say, she was so offended. But anyway,
I can picture it. I already have the visual of your mama in my mind.
I got into the track meet now, last minute. I wasn't even really supposed to run because they wanted me to qualify for shot put, But I wasn't really feeling that. I was trying to get into the 100. So anyway, get to the track meet. My first race, I came out the blocks, boom, lick pan them. And put bare licks pan them. I was even, I even shocked myself. I was like, Mom, yo, did you see what I did? She was like, focus, stay focused. So I was like, okay. Next thing, this man came up to me and he was like, yo, you didn't, he's like to me, you didn't come second at that meet with Usain Bolt. You actually came fourth. And deep down inside of me, I already knew. But because nobody said anything, I was just riding my little wave. You know what I'm saying? I was just riding my little wave. I'm not even going to lie to you. I didn't want the man to come try to ruin my energy. I was at this new track meet now, and I was focused. I beat a girl who I've never beat ever, and now this man sees me, in my local zone, and you want to come try disrupt me. I'm like, okay, it's on. I remember I was getting ready for my finals now because I qualified for the finals. I was ranked number 2. Crystal Emmanuel, she was ranked above me. She's actually Canada's top sprinter right now. Good friend of mine. Anyway, so then I ran the finals, lick off their head again, and the craziest part, there's so much crazy parts I didn't even know. So I won, right? I made Team Canada. I went to Italy. I competed and everything, right? So now I'm watching that race on the internet. I hear the same dirty man. I'm calling him a dirty man because yes, I felt away, even though I like his kids. I really like his kids, but he's a dirty man. Anyways, I heard him in the background in the video when I won the final. Wow, she really did it. She really won. I'm like, yes, I really won. And then after the fact, my mom was telling me how he went to her and was like, oh, I have a video. Jônelle didn't come second. My mom was like, listen to me, sir. Me not come here for socialize. And my mom has bare attitude, eh? So
I believe it.
she's like, me come here for socialize, so please. And my mom said, because my mom is super Christian, right? So she said she went under the bleachers and she's like, me say me put on one piece of prayer. Me say me start pray. And then she said, after that, she said she just leave it to God.
Yeah.
So then anyways, that's what, after that, I remember when I was warming up for that race, I kept telling my friend, I kept saying to her, I'm going to do something special today. I can feel it. And then she's like, what do you mean? And I won that race. I became number 1 in Canada. I made Team Canada. Later that year, I won nationals, and I did that all on my first try.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy?
Yo, when you believe in yourself,
trust me, bro. And it's like, it's manifestation, because the next year when I went back into my school books, I was looking through my binders, every single page said Officer Champion 2010, Officer Champion 2010, and I would write my initials. Sometimes I would even write the time I would run. Girl, everything down to the T. I did it. And that's manifestation. So I know that everything that I went through just aligned me perfectly to where I am today. I know that what I'm doing right now is what I was born to do. My mom told me that when I was born, the first words I sang was, hey, ho, hip hop parade, hey. I was like, I was born to do this. So yeah, man, I know this.
If you could tell 5-year-old Jônelle anything, what would you tell her?
Yo, keep having fun. I used to have so much fun at 5 years old, trust me. And I have no regrets. And I would tell myself to continue to always have fun and continue to enjoy every moment. Continue to ride your bike as fast as you can.
Yes. Hurt yourself.
Yes, continue to fall.
Hurt yourself.
Continue to get up.
And heal.
I feel like that was when I was the bravest. So I'm very proud of 5-year-old Jônelle. She is the reason why I am the woman that I am today. I'm grateful for her, and so I would tell her, thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you for being so brave. For jumping off the swing as high as you could.
Is there any social issue going on currently that like grinds your gears? Is this something we can talk about? We're gonna piss a lot of people off today.
You know, one thing that I will say bothers me is when I feel like I can't fully express myself because I'm afraid the people in the room might judge me.
Yeah.
And might think that I'm a bad person because I believe something different. And I don't think that is fair. It's very uncomfortable to work in an environment like that. It's comfortable to be, even to talk in an environment like that, whether it be at the mall, in a restaurant, in a parking lot, in a park, it doesn't matter. It's uncomfortable. I want to be able to express myself without you feeling offended, because my intention is not to offend anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
you know, people don't really deal with their trauma, so they project.
Yeah, and they cower.
They project their fears.
They cower and they yes
want
ma'am
you to
and yes sir.
them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, so before we wrap this up, I want to know, what do you have coming up and where can we find you?
Alrighty then. So you guys can find me on every single social media platform at _I am Jônelle, and that is spelled _IAMJONELLE. So I am Jônelle. I am working on actually releasing a single called So Good with that was produced by LT
Irieand. That's
also alongside House of Records.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys can look forward to seeing that pretty soon. It should be out pretty soon actually. It was just the Jamaica Star just featured it the other day. So yeah, we're working on putting that out really soon. We're just working on the finishing touches. But yeah, you should see an EP two in the future. Pretty soon.
Dope. And we'll have all of Jônelle's links and socials and all the shit you need will be posted in the description. So be sure to check that out. And once again, don't forget this fucking squeaky ass chair. Okay. Okay. This is Mirrors and Masks. Mirrors and Masks Studio. Okay. On IG, we're going back around. Oh.
It's so squeaky. Annoying.
Some WD-40 on that shit.
This is the Boondocks.
This is the Boondocks one. So this is his brother's that he made for him. So y'all can get whatever you want made on this
And
thing.
I really, really appreciate the
quote.
Yes, I am the stone that the builder refused. Energy.
Yes. And as always, thank you to Idio Recording Studios for providing the space. And Jake the Jeweler, he builds all of the custom recording, what do you call it?
Equipment?
Stuff? Equipment. Studio gear. Like the recording booth. The recording booth. You can move from house to house, whatever you want to do.
Say word, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, he built that. That thing's on wheels, yeah?
Oh, say.
Is it on wheels?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, it's not on wheels. But they have like the panels and stuff that are on wheels that you can move around wherever you need them. And we have jaw mix downs, of course, like in my opinion, the best mixer in this whole fucking city, honestly. And I'm not just trying to brush his ego. He's dope. Like, yeah. Anyways, without further ado, we have one final song for you before we cut out. And peace and love to you, Vancouver, friends and family. Thank you for supporting. And if anything you want to know, just click all the links below or DM me, whatever. Love you. Peace and love.
flowing like a river, wet like my liver, Vancouver, but it's true, baby. The love that we feel, oh yes, it's real. You make me feel so fucking good. Oh yeah, baby. Loving you now, straight to forever. Like rice and peas, we stick together, baby. You make me feel so fucking good. Oh yeah, baby. Loving you now, straight to forever. Like rice and peas, we stick together, baby. Just the other day, boy, you came my way, and right away you swept me off my feet. My, your love is so sweet, yeah. Ooh, you sweet me, baby. Boy, you drive me crazy. No if, no maybes, you're what I'm needing lately. If not